Yeah, well. Oh. Hmm. Let's see if this is going to work. Okay. Let's do this. Stop now. Good morning.
All right, this what is probably going to end up being a really long video. It's going to start off just a little.
How are you?
Because there are people.
Thanks for the compliment. Comment.
In these flood-ridden areas of Western North Carolina.
This is unbelievable. This is beyond belief.
Thousands of people are missing.
And, you know, I'm a peaceful man. Truly am. I believe in the Constitution. I believe in what was handed to us was a gift, not from God. And these people are putting up with this kind of bullshit. They should be doing civilian arrests immediately. Immediately. And if it don't happen, I truly believe, just like you said, Americans done. And this is just another step in the cog of people that say, believe in God and people that believe in their Constitution won't get off their ass and make a move. You thought the flip-flop deal? This communist group called FEMA, which that fat fucking Jew-loving slob never got rid of. He never drained the swamp. That should have been one of them that had been gone. Send them home. Go to work at McDonald's, you fucking leeches. So you bring in all these portable showers for people You require flip-flops, and you don't have a truckload of Chinese-made flip-flops? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? I really, this is beyond belief. This is truly beyond belief, including the local law enforcement and the local fire department. Oh, yeah. Fuck FEMA. Don't worry about them. I got about halfway through this and I said, let's play this for the room. If you want to be here, be here. I'm not gravitating towards anything negative this morning, but this really bothers me. It bothers me like Lavoy Finicum, bothers me like Waco, Ruby Ridge, 9/11, Standing Rock, just to name a few. It bothers me beyond belief because we, the people, you're not flexing your fucking muscles. This is absolutely a fucking criminal act. And all this land in this area, Tennessee and Western North Carolina, is loaded with the largest lithium deposits in the world. And I love the batteries. I think lithium ion batteries are great. But not when you're going to do something like this to go get it. And it's all this mining claims. You know, people say to me, oh, why don't you move out west? Why don't you move out? You know, one of the biggest thing is finding a lawyer to find out if my land is owned. Find if my land is owned, who owns the mineral rights to your land. Now the local popo aren't letting people in. So the local asshole in this video threatening people with arrest to go in their homes. I don't even have my wallet. I don't even have an ID. Oh, yeah, you don't worry about the brown people who don't speak English, though, you fucking coward Jew. You don't worry. You don't go ask them for a fucking ID. You don't even ask them for a driver's license when they're driving a car with no plates on. You want to worry about Donald Trump coming saving your ass? He ain't going to save your ass. He didn't do it for 4 fucking years. We haven't had a president in this country for many, many, many years that was worth a shit. Every one of them sold out. That includes that pig Ronald Reagan and his slut wife creating pot laws, federal pot laws in this country to lock millions and millions of people up over the last 50 years. And now it's legal and there's no trouble, is there? It's unbelievable. You can't believe a militia in this state, which is pretty strong, ain't moved on arresting some of these criminals.
For a while, what's really going on, how many people are alive or dead.
This gets really fucked up. And pay attention if you want to go look. She's got a Facebook place you can go. I hate this shit when they put skinny screen up. What is your fucking purpose of taking a beautiful white screen fucking and put it in a little 4-inch fucking wide screen? Absolutely fucking idiocy.
I want to start off with just a couple of resources that might help people because there's not a lot of information in central locations that people can access easily. So I try to find some stuff like that. I want to put it up front for the people who really need it. So the first thing that I found that I thought seemed very useful was up at Citizens Times. They've posted an interactive citizens emergency map, which has dots all over it.
Citizens.
Things like where you can go to get water, where you can go to get food, emergency shelters that are open, places where you can charge a cell phone or get Wi-Fi, places where you can get a free meal, places where you can a shower. There's lists here, has addresses, information about when that's happening. And so that's like 17 pages of stuff that people have provided here for people who are needing these resources. And I will put that link first. I'm going to make a list of links. I'm going to stick it in a pinned comment below. It'll be the top pinned comment. This is going to be the first link on it. Anybody you know that's in that area that needs help, you can send them this link because it's just so much information.
We can go to the link and look around.
Take a shower or charge their phone or get something to eat or get water, which everyone is desperate for right now.
Yeah, I don't understand the water thing. I don't understand that.
I think everyone needs to see. It's pretty astounding. There's a Facebook group, and I wouldn't normally say, hey, go join Facebook. We were kicked off of Facebook years ago, and I don't recommend Facebook, and I never usually would. But I am now for this reason.
Check this out.
There is a missing persons group that has been set up for Eastern Tennessee.
I don't think I can raise the volume.
It was set up 4 days ago, and it already posts on here just today of people who are missing. It's a place where you can go, a picture of your loved one or a name, information if you're trying to find somebody that you haven't heard from that lives in these areas that have been affected by this storm. There have been 2,100 posts just in the last 4 days on this group of people who are missing. It's insane. Thousands of people are missing right now that no one has heard from. They don't know if they're trapped. They don't know if they're hurt. They don't know what's going on. So that's one place you can go and join and post a picture. Another place is this Google document that's been set up, the Hurricane Elite People Finder. It's basically just a Google spreadsheet.
Juggle.
But they have a form here that you can fill out. You can put the name of the person,
Well, good morning to you all.
And any additional details like their address or their license plate or any information you have about this person.
My response to your comment, I always said that. You want to destroy Maine? Put 15 feet of snow in 24 hours. You'll crush buildings. Well, I think if the roof holds, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. The house, Christ, I won't have to use any coal at all to heat the house with that much snow around it. If the roof don't cave in.
You've now put that out there in 2 places that I found that have the most people concentrated together trying to help each other locate their missing friends and family members in this situation.
There's one here that just absolutely frightening beyond belief. They're going to go in the attic. Huh. Look at that mudslide. Boom. Watch us. Look at this. I've seen that once in a wash in Utah. Fucking kidding me. There's another one. We can go. I got a good video from Chimney Rock, by the way. If you want to see more of this shit. If you want to play this all day, we will. Look at this asshole. Motherfucker should have been dragged out of the car and drowned. The damage he did to them buildings with that weight.
The amount of bridges that are out, the amount of landlocked, stranded people is unbelievable.
Corps of Engineers should be here putting in temporary bridges.
Like this, it's been an incredibly apocalyptic weekend for all of us here.
Jordan, what's his name? He did a good job at Standing Rock.
It's not enough. What is being done is not enough. There's still plenty of people completely unaccounted for. Keep these locals in your prayers.
Prayers. Crying will help you. Praying will do you no good. Get down there and arrest some of these people. And let's get the help going from American people. And DeSantis. DeSantis sends shit up here that's been turned around. This guy's in a tractor trailer. That's a fucking tractor trailer. Anyway, could happen to any one of us. I don't think I could get this kind of flood in here. Like where I'm situated, I don't think this could really happen. 33 feet. The snow could. 15 feet and then 7, 8 inches of rain on top of it. You destroyed everything here up here.
The destruction and devastation caused by this hurricane up in the mountainous areas of eastern Tennessee and western North Carolina it's beyond unprecedented. They're actually saying this is a 1,000-year.
Yeah, where'd you get that information? Fuck you. 1,000 years ago, you would know if there was a flood there. Geologically, you would know. Bullshit. There's no recorded history of this ever happening. 33 inches of rain. All right, we'll get that done. Check this out. Waiting is all
you pull up on this trying to get out, you're not going this way, and there might not be another road on the other side.
the waiting is all plans are clear. What intentions are mining. I'm a firm believer that this is what this is for. Katrina was a little different, though. I think Katrina.
Meteorologists being quoted as saying the messaging could have been stronger to warn people to get out.
Do you think it's time to put authority in its place? Give that guy a thumbs up. Why do some film in skinny screen? Call me crazy, but this is just a variation of what happened in Hawaii, right? You're absolutely right. Total destruction. Operation Popeye, lithium freedom. And I want to thank you for bringing up Operation Popeye. Yeah, you criminal motherfuckers. How the fuck can you say? That was 1965? We can go look that up. I mean, the technology was so immature back then in 1965 in Vietnam. We're going to flood the fucking North Vietnamese Sea out. Yeah, what about your fucking Marines that gotta live in this shit and fight in this shit, you stupid son of a bitch? Operation Popeye. Go look it up.
Good Morning America said the death toll has now reached 200. They're not going to know for a long time.
You can't even.
People have perished in this, but thousands of people are missing. So it rained for several days before this area was hit.
And they got more rain coming.
Rained on, and then this thing came through and just dumped insane amounts of water.
I want to see that. 18 inches. 18.
The highest number I saw for one little town was 31.33 inches of rain in Pusick.
You want to see something really fucked up? Look at this number right here. Where'd it go?
The highest number I saw.
Right here. Stop. So they're estimating 40 trillion gallons of rain. right? 40 trillion. Ain't that what we got printed in the Federal Reserve? 40, 80 trillion dollars. Like, like, what the fuck? You don't even know what that means. Let's go check the weather. I understand Florida's going to get hit too. Wednesday. Wednesday, they're supposed to get hit hard. Well, 80 degrees, 80 degrees, 73 degrees. So evidently they don't have a weather front. I think Oppenheimer said that last night, that they got more rain coming. I think all's got some shit coming though. 4%. All right. So evidently that report I heard was wrong. We can go look up Florida later. I like that though. How do you estimate how much water fell? Why would you put that? Like, it don't make much sense to try to calculate gallons of rain. I think just the fact that 15 inches fell in 12 hours, you got a problem.
Town was 31.33 inches of rain in Busick. So 31 inches of rain.
High as 60. Boy, that's getting cool for you.
This is a kind of place where people plan for self-sufficiency. They have had floods before, but not anything like this. No,
You can't plan for this shit.
history. And it's been compared to the 1916 flood that happened in the area.
It's been raised funds close to 1,000 here for those me. Devon, Western North Carolina, and Western Piedmont. Destroyed homes, crops, mills, bridges, 4 lives lost. July 16th. 1916.
To the 1916
Yeah, that's getting chilly.
that happened.
I got a leak. I changed one glass gasket.
Pales in comparison to this, actually.
I got to change the other one.
It was pretty serious too. I mean, the stories at the time coming out about that flood are very harrowing stories. You have just terrifying, horrible things like babies being in a lot of people's arms and stuff. But that flood was 22
3 is 6'6".
We have more than doubled that number already. And again, people are still trapped up in here. Like, there's no way to know how many people.
What's your purpose to put a fucking border like that? I find that amazing. With all the technology we got in capturing film and video, amazing.
If you go to certain platforms, there is picture after picture after picture of people that are missing and lost and people looking for their family members. And it is not okay.
There's no coordinated
Jordan Chariot.
location where that
Chariot.
information is going.
He's a
That's the
good
thing.
reporter. He did a good
It's
job
all
at
done by
Standing Rock.
citizens. It's definitely not happening through our government. So, anyway, this is not the 1916 flood. This is something else that has happened here.
I grew up here. I lived here, 30 years basically. So on and off, and I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen devastation like this. It's been flooded before, but this is completely insane.
It started at Wednesday, pouring down rain. The rain. Wednesday, Thursday, she came Friday. Everything
That's why I wouldn't go in and add it.
My car's gone. Everything's gone.
It isn't just bridges that are washed out or roads that are washed away. Whole towns are gone.
Yeah, how many people and animals are in that mess?
Still without power as of today. Just in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia alone. And stories that are coming out of people being trapped in areas where there's no running water, they can't obviously flush toilets. You have elderly and disabled people who can't get around very easily.
You dig a hole in
There are
that ground
stories of
2 feet down at the most, you'll run into good, clean drinking
not
water.
abandoned, but their parents are nowhere to be found. Something must have happened to their parents because there's just children just in the woods. And that's before you get into the much darker stuff that the media isn't talking about.
How they're saying just a couple hundred people on the news and social media. He looked at me and just his face head drooped. He started choking up. I put my hand on his back and said, buddy, we're doing all we can do. He said, I've talked to people and they're pulling people out of houses about an hour. Just that they couldn't get out. The water took them in, trapped them in, and the silt filled in. They're there. You go down through there and there's just houses with big X's on them or check marks on them. I don't know what the X's mean. I don't want to know what the X's mean, but I'm hoping the check mark means that they're good, that there's nobody in there. I mean, it's horrible.
And so now we're going to get to a part of the video that is probably going to piss a lot of you off. It really pisses me off. I find what I'm about to say to you very unreal because in the first sense anyway, what I'm about to tell you doesn't make any sense. These people doing these rescue missions and saying, don't fly drones around the area, don't bring in donations that aren't approved. A lot of people are getting turned away for their donations. And it's afoot here. But this is the kind of stuff that's going on, and I'm seeing it all over the place.
A formal press conference or something from either President Biden or Kamala Harris. I mean, how do you not say anything for 4 days? They've been stranded for 4 days, and this is the first we've heard from them at all. FEMA is not on the ground there.
And the federal response here now.
First of all, you had a woman talking about how TEMA, the Tennessee Emergency Management Agency, was telling people not to send donations, not to volunteer to come in to help people. Notification from TEMA, I'm guessing that's FEMA for Tennessee. I'm not exactly sure. I think it's supposed to be the disaster relief people, but they were like, "Do not donate your time. We don't want you to donate time unless we ask for you, and we don't want you to donate stuff to other people. You need to just donate money."
That's fucked up shit. This is what I'm talking about.
And listen to us. What? It was telling people to just give cash donations, which a lot of people are
Line
saying.
their pockets.
If you know what that's about, they put it into a fund. It
I
doesn't
don't
necessarily
know.
go where you think it's
Sounds to
going.
me like
So,
somebody should be
donate
taking
to
action.
our local churches because they will make sure that the people that are needed will get it. And people were saying this one was making it up and it didn't sound true, but then I found the post from TEMA. They did say that. It's right there.
I was floored yesterday about how Mikey, a little over an hour away from the affected areas, showed up at donation sites with water and diapers and formula and some liquid IV. I mean, y'all brought all kind of things, bleach, vinegar. You are ready to help, and we're going to take more donations today, and we're so grateful for everything because I'm going to get it into the hands of actual volunteers. And I was asking people, like, why are you bringing it to me? Some of y'all don't even know me. And they said, well, we don't trust the relief organizations anymore. Y'all, we have lost our organizations to grifters. We have lost our organizations to liars.
We pulled up to 2 different locations. We asked some sheriffs. We asked
Some other fire departments, they're all leading us to the command post, which is FEMA. They're not going to allow us to do anything.
The people are trying to help the people and they're being turned away.
There are even stories coming out that people are being threatened with arrest. There was a civilian helicopter pilot.
I want to share with you a guy I've been watching for about 5-6 years, Geography King. Or maybe I should just tell you if you even care about it. But Kyle got on this today. He did a fucking video about his time working for FEMA. And you people don't understand that we're trying to coordinate. The people are coordinating. You work with the people. Give the people the help they need. So we're done with Kyle. Called Geography King. Did some real good videos, but I'm not listening to that shit. Fuck you.
Was just going to take one person down at the time. 3 minutes away, Sidham
This is fucked up.
Just down the river.
This is the second or third story I heard about this. This is fucked up.
Firefighting.
Why, so shit could fly around with dignitaries, show you the damage? This is important.
Set up a
But
landing area for me
these
to come
guys
back
are
with the
professional.
other victim. And in the middle of the whole conversation,
You know what I mean?
blocking the road off, I was greeted
These
by.
modern helicopters.
At that time, I didn't know, but Lake Lure.
You set a radar for 2 miles, you'll see an aircraft coming at you.
At that point, I felt like the conversation wasn't going any further. And he
Crash
asked me,
avoidance system is excellent.
No problem getting out of your area. If that's what you want us to do, we'll leave, no issue. At that point, I asked him, what was the reason I had to leave them there? And he said, again, you're interfering with my operation.
Do you understand that he was threatening to go pick up another person that he brought in there with, and the popo said no?
He said, if you turn around and go back up the
I
road,
think somebody needs to set the law down,
sir,
but that's me.
I don't know what to tell you. And he said, I'm letting you know.
Revolution, we're gonna have revolution in this country. We'll vote for Harris, get Harris in.
Again, if I go back up the mountain,
You should come gun grabbing and we'll fight him. I love it. We'll fight him. Let him come. Vote for Trump, you're gonna get the same thing.
People are going back into these properties to try to salvage whatever's left on their own property to get their own stuff are being threatened with arrest.
Gave me instructions to talk to you guys that you guys already got the info
No question in my mind. Whatever we end up with is going to be a shithole farce, just like Joe Biden stand-in. That ain't Joe Biden. That's a fucking stand-in. It's too tall. He's got a mask on. CIA. CIA working with BlackRock and Vanguard to make this happen. Guarantee it.
You're threatening to take me to jail for trying to get our stuff off our property.
Well, these are isolated incidents, Ralph. Ain't everything going that way, but you shouldn't have any at all in my book. So, I don't know what to tell you folks that been fed up for 40, 50 years or whatever.
Florida, whose state
But nobody's going to revolt on nothing.
extra stuff from Florida.
In Florida, we have it handled. We got approved for the individual citizen
That's
things we
pretty
wanted.
fucking amazing.
We have what we need.
That's pretty
I
amazing.
think
Not that
most of the
DeSantis
efforts to be in
is
Western North Carolina right now.
an
People
angel.
are saying
DeSantis did in Guantanamo. And it was down there. What a vicious piece of
You also
shit
have
he
Red
was.
Bills out of Florida.
Got 5 different
Yes.
locations that we're looking at today. One location has 5 elderly, a couple of others
Did he
have
change his ways? Yeah.
He's been flying
Yeah,
stuff in. He was
sure.
on TV talking about
Change.
where's FEMA. Everybody's been asking where's FEMA, where's the hey, why aren't they here? Why aren't they helping?
No, actually, people are the ones who are leading the efforts. And so you can see now that there's a tremendous amount of people that's just stepped up. I've heard from others who said that they haven't heard or seen FEMA.
And there are allegations that people are being stopped from actually being able to save people. And it doesn't make any sense.
When I tell y'all I'm super frustrated at the moment, is not lie. For the past 48 hours, I had planned to go to East Tennessee, Irwin, Newport, all that tomorrow. And then I get a phone call and an email where we're being told to stand down. I've had emails where I've had a woman named Laura ask for help. Her brother got swept away. They have a video of him being swept away, and she's just asking for help to get him. And yet we're being told to stand down. Heard from these two people about how he went to take generators and supplies there, and he was turned down. The water, food, stuff like that, turned down. Why? You have people that really need things. And I get it. It's such a disarray. I understand this was all so fast. But at the end of the day, man, put the halt to
Yes,
everything
this
for the
is
people's lives at
not
stake
Biden.
that are sitting out there somewhere
Went
that
out
don't have anything,
to
that may be trapped, may be hurt. And
lunch
you're
in
asking
Vegas.
people to
Yep,
sit down that have the
absolutely.
capabilities
So,
to
I
help
mean,
somebody.
we got some lurkers in here, and good morning to you. But I just like to say one thing about what happened in Vegas, which nobody really talking about. What was his name? So bitch did a video, and he got the records that when Biden was in Vegas, the Secret Service called the Popo and asked him to clear a route to the hospital. That was canceled. And what they did was they put the body on Air Force One and flew him back to Maryland or Virginia, where the presidents go to for the doctoring and shit. I truly believe that. I truly believe that. And stuff like the mass videos that we've seen, the CIA, ex-CIA telling you, I can make you a mask look like Bozo the Clown, John Lennon. Like, they're telling you right out. You don't even need the same nose or shape of the face or nothing. The mask fills it all in. It's very, very high tech. So anyway, that's number one. We watch a lot of mass videos, undisputable in my book, 90%, which is a high number for me to put my chips in on. And the second thing is, we got thousands and thousands of pictures of Jill and Joe walking together. And the first thing you look at is her feet and see if she's wearing high heels. She ain't wearing high heels. Well, comes up to Joe's shoulder, just below the shoulder. And now Jill comes up to his neck. I mean, his jaw and ear. No, it's the other way around. She was up to about his jaw when they stood side by side. But now she comes up to the shoulder. What's up with that? It's just something, in life here in America, which has gotten so perverted by the filthy Jews that run these platforms, and that's who it is. It ain't Catholics, it ain't Muslims. I listen to these ignorant fucking people talk about how bad Muslims are. Well, these people are pretty fucking bad, and what they're doing over there is a whole nother fucking ball of wax. But anyway, I'm asking you a simple question, and here she comes. Here she comes, I think. I'm just asking a question. Is my visual on Joe Biden walking with Jill for the last 40 years, she's always come up to his fucking chin. Now everything we seen, she's only coming up to his shoulder. Did she shrink that much? Or did Joe Biden grow fucking 6 inches, 5 inches? I think I think they estimate 5 inches growth. Nothing but New World Order. I can hear it. Every time I get into this, it's nothing but New World Order. My attitude towards this is, why aren't the people uprising? Why aren't the people going down and arresting the police for taking orders from the federal government that aren't helping? You use any excuse in the world, like Kyle did. I listened to that fucking asshole flap his gums about being on FEMA. The whole people do shrink. How's he growing taller? What's he doing? Eating Wheaties? What the fuck is his deal? So, and then that video you sent me, if you go look in there, I made a comment, and good morning to you. The comment was, we got several sun satellites rotating the sun, and they're on the far side of the sun. So why ain't nobody spill the beans on a picture of this planet? Navarro, whatever they're calling it. That's my question there. How'd the buildings come down at free fall speed? How come there's a 13-foot hole in the fucking Pentagon and no plane wreckage of that type of plane? Simple questions. Why were you continuously pumping bullets at Waco into the place, shooting children in the window, unarmed children? Why were you doing that? They were in the middle of nowhere. All you had to do was put concertina wire around the place, say, come out when you're ready. You didn't have to go kill them people. Same with Vicky Weaver. Same with Lavoy Finnegan, murdered in the snow, unarmed. I look at this reptilian type deal. You know what I mean? I see you. You're the only one here. I think it's her. We're not certain. You're the only one that comes in with using that stupid heart emoji, which they moved. Did you notice that? They finally moved the fucking thing. Can you see that? They finally moved the fucking thing. Took them almost 6 months to realize you can't put the thing there because people can't read chat. So they moved it. If you can't see it, it's right here now. They had it up here, remember? This fucking stupid shit. Anyways, good morning. Oppenheimer Ranch last night. I watched some of him. He said you guys got 10 inches plus rain coming on Wednesday, Grove. All right, let's continue this.
There's even a soldier that's putting out videos, and it's almost like what she's saying is in a very obviously coded language that anyone can get and just listen to what she's actually
She's a
saying.
PFC.
Roads are destroyed. There's landslides, mudslides everywhere. Davis Way, and the only way we can get there is by flight. Not that many helicopters. Like I think right now we have like 10. But you gotta think how many people are missing.
Well, I didn't say that to get you down. I'm just saying check your weather for Wednesday.
Take that into account. There's a lot of people missing, and it's day I think 4 or 5. I have sleep deprivation. I can't think. But it's been a couple of days. People were without food and without water. I think you can only go 2 days without water, and that is if you were healthy. Not if you're a child, not if you're an old lady or old person. Keep that in account.
Where she says, as frustrated as you are, but we can only do what we've been ordered to do.
And that's incredible, PFC.
They're not going to. I don't know why. They're just, listen, I'm literally learning.
PFC is a weird rank in the military.
People are asking why don't we use animals or four-wheelers and stuff like that. They have to approve of whatever that is.
E84 is a weird rank.
Does that make any sense? If they don't approve it
you're one step above PFC and one step below sergeant.
He says, I'm trying to level with you. We're only doing what we're allowed to do and what we're told to do. We cannot do anything other than that. And the consequences will vary. I understand that North Carolina and everywhere is upset with us. I get it. There's nothing I can do. There's literally nothing I can do.
And a lot of people asking where the military helicopters are. Where's all the response? That's North Carolina over there. I'm in Tennessee. The government really helped, dude. There would be helicopters and
Every fucking where.
military just
And
everywhere.
private people have the military fuel up the private.
I need from this video is helicopters. If I have helicopters, I can save lives. Yesterday, I was at the Asheville airport refueling, which, by the way, the civilian that paid all this out of his own pocket for reimbursement. I think
Fucking $6, $7 a gallon fuel.
that was like just a half a day of work.
3-4 gallons an hour, if that, if not more.
And I knew there were PJs just looking at them. And I went up to them like, hey guys, like, what are y'all doing? And like, this week, you need to be doing this, and this, how I'm finding people. And they're like, we can't go. We're waiting on Title 10 orders. And I'm like, what? They can't get any authority. There's military helicopters all over here sitting on the ground. And
They got the 82nd fucking Airborne, Fort Bragg, Air Mobile Unit.
It's just the most disgusting thing.
They are parachuters, but there are air mobile units.
I've heard so many things, whatever you want to come up with, but they're literally allowing these people to die in the mountains right
There you go. Make sure you beep it out too, you fucking ignorant Jew.
Until October 2nd. October 2nd. That Biden finally approved 1,000 soldiers, I think. But keep in mind, this area that's affected is.
So, let me explain that to you. The Title 10. Title 10 is when Biden approves the state to get 1,000 National Guard on payroll or aircraft. And they haven't signed that. So aircraft are waiting, and these soldiers are waiting to go in and help people. But I think we all are. I think anyone sitting back watching this is just, what the fuck are you doing? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? You know what I mean? Like, I always said that with Mike Morales, and I was never bad-mouthing Mike Morales, but I said to him, you're giving us all these targets, but you're not moving on any of the targets. In other words, inundate one city. You know, he'd get 1,000, 1,200, 1,500 people in this room. And if 10 of them people cooperated with him and said, hey, here, call this number in the morning. Inundate them. Tell me you want an end to weather control. Tell me you want an end to chemtrailing. Condensation trailing. If your aircraft cannot drive through the fucking sky without leaving a fucking mess in the back, then it's time you land the fucking plane. Millions of cars in this country that have to comply with terrorism inspection have a quad catalytic converter or a bad catalytic converter. And the fucking pricing's outrageous. But you need that on your car. You can't drive your car. Well, why the fuck are these motherfuckers allowed? And Mike Morales showed us that Rolls-Royce and Pratt & Whitney both have a registered trademark to end condensation trails out of their aircraft. They can do it. They've been doing it since Korean War. Why do I got to look up and see your fucking sky, my sky, loaded with your lines and your irritating fucking bullshit, and who knows what the fuck is running out of that thing?
Now, days after the fact, now,
when the first emergency declaration.
So if you're frustrated,
Counties in that,
And this is too much. To me, this is like taking a good shit. We're brainstorming here. I don't know you people very well. You might come up with something for us to do that might change this whole thing.
Civilian tractors and dozers and any kind of rescue and relief has all been done by civilians.
On Saturday, I was able to get into Asheville. I have a two-wheel drive vehicle. I do not possess helicopters or giant military bulldozers or bridge layers. Just a two-wheel drive vehicle, and I got into Asheville. It took me 6 hours. I had to care because I was going in to help people. I'm not quite sure how a government that has the biggest military on the planet can't figure it out. I'm not quite sure why that same government that has all the information gathering techniques that it has and satellites is telling people there's still no way to get into the area.
They're not going to let us go on foot. They're not going to.
And this is extra pathetic. What I'm about to say is extra pathetic. And I never thought I'd be saying this ever, like in the history of time. But Hurricane Katrina, I mean, it has gone down in history as one of the worst responses. There were a lot of atrocities that happened.
Oh yeah, including the cops
There were a lot of
threatening to
things
shoot
that were
people.
done that were absolutely not okay. But one of the things that was done is they were already calling out Coast Guard positioning people before that hurricane ever even got to the coast. They already had military position. Within days, they had deployed tens of thousands of guard and soldiers into that area. There were 30,000 National Guard troops deployed into that area for relief by December 2nd. Ironically, Guard was sent down there, along with 3,500 soldiers out of the 82nd Airborne Division of Fort Bragg.
There you go.
North Carolina.
There you go.
They went down to
How,
All over here, sitting on the ground, and they can't do nothing.
which were prepared to deploy on short notice. They had 24,000 troops on the ground.
evidence should be dragged out and arrested immediately.
Even more troops than that article mentioned, because they sent people out from the Army, the Marines. They quoted a spokeswoman for the 82nd Airborne who said that at least 5,000 from her division would be sent. So it's even more. In fact, Lieutenant General Stephen Blum, chief of the National Guard Bureau, 10,000 more previously unplanned National Guard, bringing the total up to 40,000. So they sent 40,000 National Guard and many more Army units, Marine units. The point I'm trying to make is they sent so many military to assist after Katrina to areas. Newspapers like the Miami Herald were running headlines. Storm deployments prompt fears of strike forces, as if they were sending so many people because there was a war in the Middle East going on at the time of this. So,
Oh yeah,
right, that's how many were sent.
North Carolina, National Guard is in Kuwait, as I understand it,
The response of
protecting our freedom. Freedom.
What's
What's wrong with you?
Why don't you compare that to the fact that this storm hit that area Friday, September 27th? It hit that area. On Sunday, September 29th, North Carolina Governor Ray Cooper was quoted at a press conference as saying,
More than 500 North Carolina National Guard members are now working alongside emergency responders, conducting search and rescue missions, delivering needed supplies.
Black check.
North Carolina National Guard has increased to over 500 soldiers and airmen and over 200 vehicles.
meanwhile, right next door,
200 vehicles.
which was also greatly impacted, they just sent more than 700 National Guard to the middle.
Tennessee. Sorry about that. Not freedom.
You deployed troops to Kuwait. Like, what is going on?
You see the problem here underlying disaster is now being called the second worst hurricane to hit since Katrina. And they didn't just send them to the Middle East, they did it after the storm hit. They deployed on Saturday. This storm hit on Friday. This is shameful. This is absolutely shameful. They're reporting now nearly 1,000 active duty troops. Nearly 1,000? I thought it was 1,000. Are joining 6,500 National Guard members from 15 states. 6,500. So you've got maybe 7,500. There were 25,000 Guard and active duty. That was what was being reported at the time. And that's Hurricane Katrina, which is, again, has gone down in history as one of the most botched, worst responses to a natural disaster that ever occurred. But they did that much. They haven't done hardly. What are they doing with this? And if you're thinking it's because New Orleans had more people at the time, there was under a million people in New Orleans in 2005 population. Western North Carolina, by contrast, the 23 most commonly associated counties in the 2020 census had well over a million people. So there's a lot of people just in Western North Carolina alone. And you have to remember, Eastern Tennessee also very much affected. South Carolina also affected. Georgia, Florida, all these other places have also been affected. But this particular area where these people are still trapped and everything, there's a huge amount of people living in those areas. It's just they're spread out in this mountainous area, but there's a lot of people there. So this is 11% of North Carolina's total population living in that area. And Biden just now, October 2nd, is saying he will approve 1,000 troops. So right after their family members get this, and they join the National Guard, probably, I don't know, I'm just guessing, to protect, to step up and be able to protect their family and neighbors and friends and communities and state if something like this were to happen. Now they're being sent on the other side of the world, I guess, to protect foreign countries. Not obviously
Protect
not
us, freedom.
their own country, which is not what the National Guard, by the way,
Freedom.
is to do ever. That is supposed to be a former militia. That is not created to be sent overseas to fight full Baker wars.
Don't call them militia. They're not
what that's
militia.
for. And everybody knows it, except for the people who are running things in the most corrupt ways possible. So do you see the difference here? Something is not at all adding up here in any way.
So I'm gonna let this run. You won't listen to this bullshit. Did these Jews send £250,000 of this shit that they made too much of to North Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia? No. Anyway. I think this is all done, and we'll see if these people throughout the next few months are going to be on these channels screaming that they took their property. Camel Toe gave them $700 for their property. You notice all the labels are not facing upward. Is he going to flip them over? Or are you going to show us what it is? What's that? Macaroni and cheese? Oatmeal? Old cow? If you're on a sinking ship, though, empty it out and seal up the box. You'll make a good flotation device. So I got some other stuff here I watched last night. This kid that went into Chimney Rock area. And again, the Popo told him they don't leave, they're going to be arrested. Walked 2 miles to get to this place. You should see how hard his walk was. Pretty hot there, too. See, the other side tells you what it is. Mashed potatoes with what? Is it better than nothing? Yeah, I guess it's better than none. You need water. I don't know why they're having trouble. Them people, them woods people should know better. The ground saturated like that, all you do is dig a hole 2 feet down, and I'm sure water. Chunks of potato and carrot. Isn't that interesting? You can see the chunks of potato and carrot. Well, happy Saturday to everybody. Hope you're doing well. Remember, just be aware it can happen to any one of us. So you got to be prepared for the best you can do with what you got. Me, a 20-foot snowstorm. What do you say? 30 inches, 33 inches? Even if it was only 20 inches. On the low end, 20 inches of water could bring 20 feet plus of snow. More like 30 feet. Okay, so I don't have to burn that coal stove hot with all the insulation. Now what? I already got a plan on getting bags of coal in the house. I'm going to take the chainsaw from the inside, cut the door, haul the snow into the house, put it in buckets, pans, whatever, melt it off, and make a tunnel out to my pile of coal, which is no more than 7 feet away. But then what? You can't use a front end loader on it. You'd need an airport snowblower. Okay, so they come down the road with a snowblower. Big.
So you're just gonna give billions when you just give it to Ukraine, but he can't help us here in North Carolina. I'm proud to announce a new $2.4 billion.
Yep. Look at this shit. And you know what's sad? Is they didn't cover the filthy Jew getting the money neither.
Because it seems like this government.
And it's saying 2.4 billion, it's 8 billion each.
Earth right now, except for its own people. We have Mayor now coming out saying FEMA doesn't have enough funds for the rest of the hurricane season.
Yeah, meeting the immediate needs with the money that we have. We are expecting hurricane hitting. FEMA does not have the funds to make it through the season.
And then, right on cue, because I guess they're letting her pretend to be the president. And now, Kamala Harris comes out yesterday and says people affected by this will get a $750 check.
Let me continue. So somehow people maybe at the airport that's got a 15-foot tall snowblower to clear the runways starts digging out. Okay, so they come down my road, they snowblow the snow. Where are you going to shoot this snow? Where are you going to shoot all this snow? You can't shoot it at someone's house, you'll crush your house if the house ain't crushed already. Okay, so I got roughly 60 feet to get to the road. Are you going to have people come in here with a front end loader and dig me out? I said that for the last three. Actually, Mike Morales was around. One of these superstorms up here that dumped 15, 20 feet of snow.
Assistance that we have been providing has included FEMA providing $750 for folks who need immediate needs being met.
Meanwhile, I guess the people in Kenya are like, where's my $50? It's 2024 money. It's insulting. It's insane.
What got me fired up on this was yesterday, me and my team did the rescue of that 11-day-old baby. All these government officials and social media, they're showing that video, that pictures and video of that rescue, and claiming that like, they have some like government help with that. Even USA, I think it was USA Today, wrote an article about it, saying it was a Florida National Guard that went and got it, like with a helicopter. No, it was me, my buddy Charlie, and a civilian named Zeb with his own personal helicopter out of Wilmington, North Carolina. Like, without that civilian, that baby would be dead. And the old lady we went and rescued after that, she'd be dead too because she had 1 day left of oxygen.
Let's recap. Not to read between this lady's lines or anything, but it's not like she's failing what she's saying all that hard. She's straight saying they can't go in because they haven't been given the clearance to do so, and everything in the military requires orders first before you can just do anything. You can't just have your own accord.
Try to live with you.
For many years, we let senators and congressmen
We cannot do anything other than that. They're not
have a
gonna
free
let it go.
for all.
They're not going to. I don't know why.
They're getting their pockets lined
And then she's
by
letting
big
everyone know
corporations.
very specifically how many days it takes for somebody
Period.
to die without water.
It's been a couple of days. People were without food, without water. I think you can only go 2 days without water. And that is if you were healthy. Not if you're a child, not if you're an old lady or old person. Keep that in account.
Add that together. This is very simple math she's laying out here. Add that together. And how many days after this thing happened it took for our president to finally sign off on an order to send 1,000 troops, to activate 1,000 troops, and like whatever, 6,500 guard. So you're telling me that for Hurricane Katrina, they had Coast Guard pre-position, they had 82nd Airborne out there, which is trained to deploy anywhere.
I think that's because of the oil industry down there.
Less than a day. It's right there in the state because it comes from base in the state. Not letting
I've been there.
military
I've been there
helicopters
twice.
all around the ground, not letting them go up in the air for 5
Oh, no.
days. That's what we're ground, not letting them.
Really? Well, that's a hop, skip, and a jump for them. Been here twice. Benning. That's it. It's interesting. It's truly interesting. The Corps of Engineers, all the heavy equipment, bridge building. We used to have bridge building. We'd have, we had a couple of, what do you call them? Exercises where we worked with the, Army engineers, and they come in and they build a bridge. You drive a personnel or a tank across it, personnel carrier. Well, we're all going to sit around and do a jerk off.
5 days. That's what we're saying right now. To an area geographically that has well over 1 million people in it. These counties have been decimated. Some of them are still underwater. There's mudslides still happening. People are trapped, roads are gone, bridges are gone. And you're telling me, I mean, do this math. Just do the math right now. You can't really arrive at any other conclusion, can you? It's horrible. This is horrifying. It really is. It's really horrifying.
We know it's public. We know all the money that was just sent to Ukraine. Are you kidding me? How much money is it going to take to rebuild these mountains? There's no amount of money that you can put on these people's lives. Like, what is going on? I don't understand.
This is not incompetence, okay? Incompetence suggests that somebody's just too stupid. I do not believe at this point, after everything that I have seen, researching for this and watching hours of video of people talking about what's going on, I do not believe that it is physically or mentally possible for anyone to be this incompetent. This is not incompetence. This
Everyone's
is
saying that I want.
today.
Oh, here she is.
Here
she is.
A list of resources that will actually
I don't know if I watched her with you guys. We can go there. She makes so much sense. She's brilliant.
get to people on the ground because there's a lot of
This gal's brilliant.
wishy bullshit
They're all brilliant. That's why I watch them. They're not the fucking Jew-run fucking steer you wrong in news stories. They get down to the truth. It ain't the Muslims running it. I'm not anti-Semitic. It's a filthy Jew. The Zionists.
Give them the money. It's not just some BS. It's going to go to like fees and salaries of people and things like that, and not actually just go help people on the actual ground. And so these are the ones that people overwhelmingly said were helping people and were good. The first one that that was mentioned by multiple people is Samaritan's Purse, which is a Christian organization out of Boone, North Carolina, and they've been sending out trucks filled with supplies, disaster relief. They've gone to Florida, they've gone to Georgia, they're obviously helping in North Carolina too. And so they have a donation thing set up on their website where people can give money. There's also a place where people can sign up to volunteer. The second group that was mentioned consistently is the United Cajun Navy. They were mentioned multiple times. This group is flying in there. They're doing search and rescue. They're also transporting oxygen and insulin. They're bringing Starlinks to hospitals. All kinds of stuff that they're doing. And so they have a page set up here where you can donate for that. There's also Grindstone Ministries, which was mentioned multiple times. There's a page set up for them to donate. There's also the Y'all Squad mentioned multiple times.
What is going on, guys? Caleb Beecham here, Operations Director for the Y'all Squad. I'm currently back in Central Iowa after delivering our first of possibly many loads down to Eastern Tennessee and Western North Carolina. On that truck, we had shovels, rakes, chainsaws, brooms, mops, toiletries, really anything you think we could need right after a disaster, we brought it.
There's also the 1ATs. They've got people on the ground. They're in multiple states. They're doing stuff.
You bringing chainsaws with gasoline?
Operation
At
Airdrop.
least a gallon?
Volunteer pilots that are
Anything you
flying
need, chainsaw oil
the roads have been washed
for the
out.
chain.
And finally, Mountain Mule Packer Ranch was also mentioned. They've got mules.
Yeah, they brought in a shitload with the mules.
Walking in it that way because
Amazing.
again, like I
It's
said,
amazing
they're
how we're being
roads,
policed.
they are. I mean, there's like in some areas there's only one road, and
That's all.
it's iffy, and so they're trying to get supplies in there any way they can. So those are the main resources that people mentioned if you want to donate.
I think they're going to need dynamite too.
All right, so I'm
for sure.
in here. I'm going to go ahead and put this up as part one.
So I'm going to go take a breather. This is part one. We'll see part two.
What's going on?
I got
You
a
guys
couple
need
other
to see,
things.
but I need to go ahead and get what I have up now, so this information can get out. I'm actually kind of getting swamped over here. We're both getting kind of swamped over here with stuff, so I just want to go ahead and put up what I have so far, and then Aaron's been in the background researching a whole other aspect and angle to this that I think is very important. Also, there's a lot of conspiracies going around that I think should be taken with a grain of salt until receipts can be shown, because there's some people making some pretty tall claims without a whole lot of evidence, and people are just taking it at face value. And I'm really not sure that's helpful right now when you consider the levels of pain and devastation that are on this ground. We do not need to be making stuff up. It's already bad enough as it is. So we have truestreammedia.com up if people want to contact us to send pictures, video, information, whatever you need. We've got our contact information up. My DMs are open on X. And I will put that whole list of links below. And this is to be continued. I love you guys. Stay safe out there. Hug your loved ones because you really never know. You just never know.
I watched another video that Grove sent me. I'm not going to play it. But it goes into reptilians and Anunnaki.
What?
Yes, it is so. Because the best way to store meat is by using this ancient preservation technique. You know what lard is actually made of? This food saved America during the Great Depression.
Yeah, well, that ain't modern day lard. Modern day lard, I think. Modern day lard is.
Kept our forefathers alive.
Oh no, I didn't get lard. I got Crisco. Someone told me that's how you make biscuits. And let's see what's Crisco.
That's super easy to do, right?
Ain't this funny how all them people ate all that fucking lard? Beef tallow and pig tallow. And we didn't have the heart attacks or the bullshit. Crisco, soybean, fully hydrogenated palm oil, another deadly thing, palm oil, mono and diglycerides, TBHG and citrus acid as an antioxidant. B&G Food Incorporated. Crisco.
I sometimes even think we're kidding ourselves. They're bug-out bags with our 3-day food rations.
Bug-out bags.
Pioneers took with them when they traveled from Independence, Missouri, all the way to Oregon City. Game meat was unreliable even then. So don't think we made this fun.
Well, can you imagine the amount of game they're getting slaughtered right now?
What bug-out bag would you take with you? I know I would stick with what the Pioneer had with him. He had to travel weeks on end without much help.
There's no
Groups of native tribes at the same time. And this is just a small, tiny example. I don't want to see our forefathers' knowledge
biscuits and pies.
If you care for your family,
Yeah, I think that's. I'm not going to use this Crisco. I think I'll get lard. That's what I screwed up. All right, here you go. She's got a real good channel. You know, and it's funny that Americans will pay filthy Jew news media that never tells the truth about anything. I mean, if there's a car crash, maybe, but they ain't telling you the truth about nothing. How many days have been since this? 5 days. So the Jew media probably ain't saying a fucking word about it. No way. Wonder if we'll get Ellen Plays Bass. I haven't seen her in so long. You want to take a chance? You want to see these kids? Incredible. Absolutely incredible. To lighten things up after that, they're very informative video. Lard. Oh, fuck off, dude. Who are you trying to look like Trump with all that makeup on? Well, this sucks. All right. Let's go. Drop it down. Evidently, school is out. I think that's where she went all summer.
I'm your football obsessed best man. When all eyes are on you, my eyes are glued to the game. And if you didn't bundle your home and auto insurance, well, all of this is gonna be tough to tackle. So get Allstate.
I'll put the link in chat. What a bass player. You go back and look at some of her other videos. Ellen plays bass. Pretty impressive. All right. Let's go here. Refresh. Come on, man. Aurora ain't gonna keep your eyes out for Aurora tonight, tomorrow night. Supposed to go way deep south. Hustle Bitch. That was a good video about what's going on. Red Green made the Canadian Comedy Hall of Fame after all these years it took him. But he's in the Hall of Fame. That was pretty cool. I like Red Green show. This is Walk Into Chimney Rock. I thought you had something else you wanted to play, though. What was this? Her and her dad rip it up. I think he's a professional, though. I think he's from a band. I just don't know what band he's from. It's probably nothing I listened to back in the day. What is this? Oh, this. Yeah, I wanted to watch this later. I'll watch this later. All right. If we can watch. This is Hustle Bitch. I guess we'll let this play. This is Oppenheimer.
Thinking about buying solar panels, don't. The U.S. U.S. government will let
Oh, please shut the fuck up.
Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News.
So check it out tonight.
Update Friday, October 4th. Around
It's going to win out, so you got to get out there early. This was yesterday. I had cloud cover. I don't think we got too much of a good look at it because that's like shit, man.
Keep calm. It's boom time. Hurricane Helene update: over 220 dead as some communities struggle to get basic supplies, and the conflicting stories between the federal government and what's actually
Yeah, this guy don't talk like that on his channel. He is though. Everyone is. Everyone with common sense is. What the fuck are they doing?
Widespread damage. Here's what you need to know. At least 223 people, as of making this video, have died and hundreds are unaccounted for in the destruction wrought by Hurricane Helene. More than a week later, some residents and communities remain isolated. Hundreds of thousands are still without power, and spotty service has made communication difficult. As people dig out of the muck and survey their homes and cities, stories of heroic rescues and devastating losses are coming to light. And that is the current state of the rescue efforts. Power outages still at 2 for over 500,000. It looks like about 600,000. Let's refresh this number. 2, 4, 5, 6, 600,000 plus still without power. The majority in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia.
Oh no, we're embarrassed. We screwed up. Our warehouse is overloaded with survival food kits, but our mess is your gain. You win. Because right now you can score an exclusive deal on our best-selling 3-month food kit. Here's what happened. With all the worries of food shortages, supply disruptions, and all the craziness in the news, our 4 Patriots 3-month survival food kits have been flying off the shelves. So we asked our warehouse manager, Matt, to make all the 3-month survival food kits possible. And holy cow, did he deliver. In fact, he over-delivered. An enormous batch of food kits arrived in our warehouse all at once, and now we are swamped with inventory. But our pain is your gain. Seriously, we're packing these kits off our hands because you'll be saving us on some severe warehousing costs, and we'll gladly pass those savings on to you along with a ton of free goodies. The meals in your deluxe 3-month food kit are delicious and designed to last for 25 years. This is high-quality survival food without gross fillers or weird fucking food that the other guys use to pad their survival meals. This is food you'll actually want to eat and will help keep you from going hungry in a crisis. These kits are hand-packed in a family-owned facility right here in the USA. With this deal, you won't believe how much value you'll get. Check out what these happy customers have to say about it. Rory H. says, I was surprised to find that the densely packed packages were easy to prepare and were tasty as well. I definitely recommend having survival food on hand for the times when life happens while we are planning other things. Billy H. said this about his kit. Received my food kit and I was able to make the potato soup on my cook stove. Just needed boiling water. I gave it a good stir and let it simmer. When I opened up the pot, it smelled so good you could see the chunks of potatoes and carrots in each bite you take. It's a good soup. Join the thousands of other smart Americans just like you who have trusted 4 Patriots for their emergency food needs. But don't wait. This is a special offer to help us make room in our warehouse. With 4 Patriots, you're not just buying food, you're buying peace of mind in uncertain times. Click the link now to secure your own stockpile of these best-selling survival food kits while you still can.
Yeah.
why are doctors using this weird lamp?
Oh, come on, man.
In 15 minutes, you know what's happening?
Oh, yeah.
This amazingly high-tech
I
device
bet.
is
$495.
Well, the big story over the last few days has also been
It's
the
this one.
tropics.
Supposed to
A
come
major
across.
Hurricane Kirk sustained winds at 130 that's going to hook around here. Take a look. and
Listen
head right
to
over
this.
towards the UK
Snow to
and
UK.
Europe.
Penny
So
Bunny.
that's going to happen midweek by the time it reaches those islands. And with it, it's going to bring snow and some substantial changes to the weather. We've also got Leslie behind it. Tropical storm
Leslie.
will become a major hurricane in the coming days, and we'll keep a close eye on that. While Disturbance 1 may bring up to 20 inches of rain for a swath across central Florida. Here is the full forecast.
That is so dry.
A strong Bering storm is impacting portions of Alaska with critical fire weather conditions in the Great Basin and the Northern Rockies. A strong Bering Sea storm will continue to impact the Aleutian Islands and parts of southwestern Alaska today. High wind warnings have been issued for the entire Aleutian Island chain, so heed those warnings. Across the Great Basin and the Northern Rockies, strong winds and dry conditions will lead to critical fire weather conditions today as a strong Pacific system moves inland. And as it does, it may bring with it some record-breaking snows early in the season here. It is just the beginning of fall here.
Watch the snow just north of us.
Mid-October snows. But we'll get to that in just a moment. Here is the worry that this low pressure is going to develop into a hurricane potentially.
Ain't gonna be much longer.
Across central Florida on Wednesday. Even if it doesn't develop into a hurricane, the amount of rain that drop in this region is epic. Let's look at the last model run where you can see a tight hurricane here running across the Tampa Bay, making landfall near Tampa Bay and Clearwater on Wednesday. But the newest run is showing more disorganization, which may be good news, but still heavy rain, a swath of heavy rain is predicted for Florida through Thursday. Let's take a look at the total accumulated precipitation, and I'll show you what I mean on the latest run. Not that fun. Once we hit yellow, that means 16 to 20 inches. And there could be a swath of that right there. All right, so bad news there as each model run is showing heavy rain for central Florida. Let's take a look at total snowfall and blow your mind. Let me just move this through real quick. Systems will move across Canada, dumping snow to the high elevations. And then
Maine,
the system dropping down.
New Hampshire.
October 12th, 13th, and 14th.
What?
For New England, as well as
What?
that is 16 inches plus for the higher elevations for at least a half a dozen states. And Al Gore is not happy. Shut up, Al. Get your hole. No bud king for Al Gore tonight, as he is on punishment. The unpredictable autumn cyclones and extreme cold risks are disrupting Italy and soon to disrupt the UK. The month of September 2024 represented a significant turning point in the Italian climate, highlighting a radical change compared to the weather patterns of recent years. Have you heard this? No, it doesn't fit the narrative. While in past summers seemed to extend without interruption, thanks to the persistent influence of the African cyclone and high temperatures, delaying the arrival of autumn, this year the situation is quite different. Chilly. Even though some summer temperatures characterize some days, especially in the south and the major islands, the overall trend was much less predictable and deviated from recent trends. Yes, extreme cold is disrupting Italy and soon to disrupt the UK. As Hurricane Kirk's
Olive oil through the roof.
Snow, strong winds, and heavy rain to the British shores. It's now weakening slightly in the Atlantic, and while it's not directly heading towards Britain, it looks like it's headed pretty close, and it will trigger a spell of unsettled weather across the country next week, so be prepared. As UK braces for a 10C cold snap and a wall of snow impacting travel and tourism. So let's take a quick look over at the GFS map for Europe. It looks like Finland is about to get hammered in the next 2 weeks. Some snow for northern UK and the Alps as well, starting midweek into the end of the week and the weekend. Now, this is nowhere on the media. record spike in earthquakes at Washington's high threat volcano sends researchers scrambling for answers. And this is an unlikely source. We're talking about 6 earthquakes recorded at Mount Adams volcano, and they are increasing. A significant increase in the normal rate of just 1 or 2 every 3 years. So let's take a quick look over at the Pacific Seismic Network. We can see Mount Adams here is this line, 6 earthquakes in the last 30 days, 4 in just the last 15 days. And you can see that stack of earthquakes on Mount Adams right here. Mount St. Helens also keeping track the last 30 days with a flurry of activity.
That was
in the last 10
amazing.
days, so we'll keep a close eye on
When I
that for
got to
you.
see
Let's take a look at the activity.
Mount St. Helens. Holy shit.
Just blow this up. The door 15,000 foot blast, and that goes 6,000 foot puff, wraps up worldwide volcano news for the day. Quite a short list. Double solar eruptions are headed for Earth and potential in solar storms, but the first half, the M7, is potentially fizzle. KP is barely above 3, and the auroral forecast is pretty embarrassing as well. Let's pull those up right here. You can take a look. KP just hovering above 3. No spike in telemetry here. Aurora forecast is bleak. There is still a 3-day G2, G3 geomagnetic storm forecast, and I believe the second half will be slightly more spectacular than the first. Here is the modeled M7, and that supposedly may have passed us. It's going to be the X. No, that was the X7. It's going to be the X9 that really pushes us up, because you can see here that we may have just had the passing of the X7 and it did nothing. So that is bad news for Aurora watchers tonight, but we do have good news. There could be an uptick. This could still be slow moving. The X7 might not have arrived. This could be an early part of the plasma, and we could see some reverberations pushing this up later tonight. But so far it doesn't look good. But it does look good for tomorrow night as the second part comes,
Meaning tonight.
in the form of that X flare. Let's go back here, and you can see that X7 there, and then the X9 will be hitting tomorrow, about 24 hours later. And there are some other M flares behind it as well. So we could see some good aurora, but I think tonight's aurora forecast is, well, a dud. This is heavy. I'm impressed with it. This is the best yet. Now, tomorrow, Lee and I are going to be covering the geomagnetic storm on our radio show in detail in the first 30 minutes. We'll go over what an X9 means. Species that went extinct might walk the earth once again soon. And a company backed by Paris Hilton, Chris Hemsworth, said, well, Colossal Biosciences calls itself the world's first de-extinction company. Will they be able to pull this off? It's anyone's guess, but pray for the future. And tomorrow, Leah and I will be talking about a new paper coming out today.
I mentioned it to Wallace and Frank down there, and Wallace is a pretty good weatherman. He says it's coming apart. So just make sure you got your
Here's the press release.
your battery power back up.
The new research could help us understand very early life on Earth and the hunt for evidence of life on Mars. Not only
Yeah, I mean, remember this was yesterday.
peppers and all types
This is what I'm going to do. If I die next year, this is where I'm going. I'm going to get some new seeds, see what happens.
more and more being added
I'm so
every
tired
day.
of growing
It's over
nothing.
$1 a pack. Are you kidding me? We get a little piece.
All
we
right.
get a little bit of
So we got
preparedness.
this.
Double win. And that's a boon to knowledge. Please share this video. We are Shadow.
Yeah, shadow band, like Radical Ralph. I'm going to put this in chat. I can't play this. This is a video you sent me. No, don't play it.
On post the VMAT 2G, which is in the right part of, it's a light actually.
Don't get too carried away. They go down the wrong path, though, in my opinion, because Lime by Carol, and what was the other guy's name? Oh, shit. I forgot his name. He'll come to me. Both of them did a video, and they had 2 trademarks for Lime. And you heard me call Collins, and he just blew me off. So thank you for that. It was quite interesting. Come on. You can do it. Come on.
This week, and boy, what a mess. What a mess. I don't know where to begin. You hear about things like HARP. If you don't know what that is, I'm not going to explain it to you here, but weather modification's been apparent for 15 years if you have 2 brain cells and a pair of eyes. And then you endure something like this, a storm like this, that is such an anomaly. It's a total impossibility for a hurricane to maintain its eye
She's right.
hundreds of miles inland in the mountains.
Oh, did she mention Horowitz?
And raise the river 30 feet, a record 30 feet.
I didn't watch the whole thing. I've been kind of busy setting up stuff for us to
And then you
watch.
start to put the pieces together with the lithium mine that's supposed to.
And the way this thing's working, I couldn't play it in the background and search for the videos I wanted to play and get them set up.
The largest lithium mine in North Carolina. And then you hear about the quartz mine.
The
That
quartz.
supposedly has the purest quartz that is what they use for the silica chips for our cell phones. I keep a house in Asheville, North Carolina, and I'm here this week, and boy, what a mess. What a mess. I don't know where to begin. You hear about things like HARP. If you don't know what that is, I'm not going to explain it to you here, but weather modification's been.
I thought that was a good commentary from her. I don't think this is conspiracy. Refresh Grove if you can. Horowitz. Did they mention Horowitz? Come on, please.
She just was so excited about eating in a way that she went.
What the fuck was that all about?
One day they came from California mountain families with fire.
Heavenly Father, please help us. Please help us to be safe.
Oh my God, he's going through. Easy, you can't see, just go easy. Easy, the car's heating up, it's gonna explode. Oh, Jesus, God, help us.
on the mountain known as Maui.
Just another one of these deals. No questions answered. What do you mean you turn the water off? You have a fire, 60-mile-an-hour winds, and you decide as a water management person to turn the water off?
19-year-old Noah Tompkins
If water was that precious to you, why don't you have pumping stations on the shore, plastic pipes and plastic hydrants, and pump seawater for fighting fires? Why would you set it up with fresh water? Don't make a whole lot of sense, does it?
Someone else will help them, so we did nothing.
Water's coming up to the first floor now. Water's coming in the room, through the air conditioning vent. Oh man,
Hurricane Katrina.
you know what?
Same happened here. They cut power and no. Good morning. Good morning. I'm not sure. Mike's weather page, Oppenheimer Ranch, showing a shitload of water heading towards you, possibly by Wednesday. Come on. I want to hear the tales of my tail day out. Emily's day we have a.
Washed out to sea,
Oh, nice.
but it was a natural storm, so we did nothing. Then I heard Hurricane Helene had trapped thousands of families in the Appalachian Mountains. I heard that FEMA was not allowing people to deliver goods to the people. I heard that helicopters from private individuals were not allowed to fly in. I heard that tractor trailers' tires were being cut.
You think?
Trying to deliver supplies to the area.
Yeah, I heard that too. 50 tractor trailers got their tires cut. What I don't understand is none of these truck drivers out of 50 truck drivers seen somebody cutting tires. Joe's mask is itchy. This was your president of the United States before some of you were born. Jason, that's on the ground. Haven't stopped anyone. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to interrupt this video for a minute. There's a storm chaser that's on the ground and said police haven't stopped anyone. Also, everyone is on ham radio. We got to listen to stuff for over an hour. Well, I'm going to tell you right now that everything we watched here this morning was totally opposite of what you just said. Okay?
Have you heard enough? Have we seen enough?
All right?
What are we going to do now?
What are we going to do? That's the name of the game. Yeah, they're being seized. I'm totally confused at what you're talking about this morning. Nothing against you. Don't get angry. I just don't know what you're talking about. You're saying that, and where did you listen to ham radio? Maybe you should call in on this. You should feel bad for America because it's done on purpose. So I'll go get this video. I've been watching a lot of shit. And there ain't too many people saying that the government's doing a good job. Even the local popo are way out of line. Can you tell me where you heard ham radio? Because it's very important to me. And if you can't type well enough, I don't want to see Storm. He was on ham radio. All right, post that, please. You want to send it to me or you want to put it in here? We'll go see what he's got. This, well, I think they're all very good videos. Red Green got inducted in the Canadian Comedy Hall of Fame. You don't know Red Green? Go look for it. Funny show. Funny. Probably more gravitating towards men. All right, give me a second. Old school Toyota. Look at that. Look at that. We'll go back to this. I want to see what you got, though. I got a better way for you to listen if you want to listen. $39-minute. Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Guys, I can't rotate in landscape on this device.
He's on VHF. He's on 146. I can't see the rest megahertz. So it's nothing I can listen to up here. Why would you do this? Why the fuck would you do this? Where's the frequency? Because I might be able to do something. You son of a bitch. No. This machine ain't gonna let me get it. 146, 210. This new Windows 10, it don't put the cursor in place. You got to put the cursor in place. And I'll share this with you if you want it. Oh. Just bring me into WebSDR. This fucking Windows 10 sucks, man. Major sucks. Let me go try something else. Yeah, well. All right, 52 megahertz. Why you bring me into Russia? $52.24 megahertz. Thank you. I can hear that here. That's a VHF. That's all short range shit for the most part. I don't know if these SDRs are even going to be up, but we'll go try. What do you say? Looks like probably this one. Laurel Springs. Come on, please. Yeah, 146, 910. But utility. No, it's only going to go down to 10 meters. No, we can't listen to it. But if you learn how to use this, it will do anything. Can you hear that? That's the atomic clock from Boulder, Colorado. We're on 10 megahertz. I can't go down there. Let's go to 15 meg, see what happens. Yeah, you can hear it a little bit better. You can find anything you want on here. At the tone. I can't get that high. I can't get that high. Let's go to. No. I'll find you something. Just be patient. I'm not very good at operating this. But you can do this yourself, you know. Here we go. There's 14. Everything. Morse code. We're going up to voice. Slow scan. That was slow scan. You see the numbers changing and going up to 225. They're sending pictures. Slow scan TV. What is just regular old conversations? I'll put this in link. But you're not going to get up. We're at 14,246, 14 meg. What you got there is 145 meg. Echo Link. Try that. I'll see if I can bring that up. Joe Link. I don't think I should have to download engine. Introduction, download Echo. I think it's going to make me download it. I can't download it. But if you take them two frequencies and go here, and if you got a computer that can download it without no trouble, you can learn how to use this. But thank you for that. Here's the Echo Link, which you should be able to put them two frequencies in, write it down so you don't forget. Where did it go? Here we go. We're going to take a walk. And I thought this is a pretty good video. I just found that video and is listening to stuff in North Carolina. I don't have much faith in these fucking pigs. You know what I mean? I just don't have much faith. I don't have much faith in this, as you can see. Look at this. Won't fucking load. I'll look that up. You got a link? Now what? Now what the fuck? Now what the fuck? Not responding. Here we go. All right. So they just shut me down. Let's see if it'll load. Hold on. Oh, I didn't put this link in chat. Oh, that link won't let me put in chat because it's too long. I don't know how that happens sometimes. Well, the whole thing's fucking weird. Yeah, stuff messed up after you were trying to listen to them. Whatever link I put in here, you know what? I don't think I gave you all the links and just started stacking them up. All right, let's go see what you got.
Would you be against getting solar panels to eliminate your electricity bill? Do you can get them at no cost? If not, then you need.
Western North Carolina amateur radio update. I didn't think of that.
Who is the nerd?
Let's see.
He's not live. In ham radio tracked it.
Torn down. Non-existent. Replaced.
If he was live, I'd see if we could communicate with him.
Again, that is 574 Roger Creek Road, Lester Elementary School, 31 Gilmore Road.
Dog's missing. I can't watch all this. Anyways, I had 2 meetings with 2 dogs yesterday. Let me go look this up. Maybe they got a website. West End, North Carolina Emergency ham radio traffic. Club. Western North Carolina Amateur Radio Society. Yeah, unfortunately, I cleared out of there. I had to clear out of there to go look for this. Resources, Facebook, meetings. So, evidently, they're not putting anything. Let's go see resources. Nets. Let's see. 145. They got one on 3.923. 7:30. It's a little early right now for me to join in with them. They don't have a daytime? 7 a.m., 8 a.m. No. No. So I can't really find them. Well, that wasn't on all day. You got to realize what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to do 5 things at once here, and it ain't going to work on this machine. So I know what I'll do. I'll go back in here, and I'll go click. Yeah. Yeah, but we got other videos where they're fucking threatening them with arrest.
Behind my back. After coming back from a work trip, I came home to find a
Okay, so I'm going to this guy's website, YouTube channel, and I'm looking for live Nerdy and Eva. And he doesn't have anything live right now. Yeah, so there's nothing live here. 16 hours ago, 12 hours. What you were watching was 23 hours ago. We'll go see if he did a video. All right, hold on. Nobody's immune to this shit, you know? Nobody is immune to this shit. 17 minutes. I already looked over the links and other links I could use. 17 minutes. I mean, I can't even scroll to find fucking 17 minutes with this.
3 minutes of just pure calm bliss. Where is Streamlabs today, bro? Like, who gave you the day off? I don't understand. Just didn't show up, or I don't know. Okay. Well, waiting for
13 minutes.
flash.
What'd you say? Yeah, those are amateur radio call sign. The 4 callers from the South, the 2 callers from New York. I'm at 16. 16. I can look them up if you want. There is no net information at 17 minutes, so. Hold on. Come on, you fucking criminal. All right, just give me a second. Let me log in. W4 is an old call sign, or used to be. Very old. That was the beginning of the No. That call ain't coming up. W4 HTP. Howard. I'm working in robotics and unmanned systems at vacation. Ham radio is great hobby. Contributes to my work. Rag chewing. Let's see if he's got any pictures. This is where he is. This is his equipment at his home. Nice amplifier there. These are all his handhelds. I don't see that. I already went back to it and I couldn't find it. So just bear with me one thing at a time, please. Wow, he's got military gear. It's a radio I used to carry around. I used to carry 2 of them. They're pretty heavy, 28 pounds a piece. Right there, baby. One had them 12. One had them, no, actually, this is way newer than what I carried. Here's his robotics. All right. Hold on. What was the other one? K2. Morrisville, North Carolina. He didn't change his call. Some guys don't do that. Well, he's got a girlfriend there.
Right now, there are communities without power in remote areas trying to connect emergency services or with loved ones. And that's where amateur radio operators come in handy, helping get the word out and making those connections possible.
Yeah, WCAC Charlotte's Jessica Pierre spoke to one operator about how those efforts help families in need.
Helene knocked out power in counties across the state, and when modern technology fails, what some consider ancient technology like two-way radio now proves to be most reliable.
Oh, of course it
When
is.
disaster strikes
This is an absolutely devastating storm.
and families are left in the dark.
We have a specific mission, and that mission is to provide emergency.
Absolutely.
Operators
And
are
if any asshole tells you amateur radio is a hobby, tell him to go fuck himself. It's an emergency radio service. That was on your test. If you took the test, it would have been on the test.
radio, also known as ham radio, step into the light to help.
We don't need modern technology in amateur radio. We need a battery. We need a generator, something just to
Power it up in an antenna.
Dan Gitro is making connections from his home, conducting welfare checks and broadcasting emergency See updates.
We are still taking reports of people that are in areas that have not heard from any sort of first response. These people are still in desperate need of food and water in these harder hit areas.
A network Callan Holmes says she is grateful for. Her 93-year-old grandfather lives in Cedar Mountain.
They had lost power. We knew that. We had tried to get in touch with them.
Holmes' father and brother decided to make the drive from Alabama to get him, and it was ham radio that helped them navigate.
Listening to the ham radio, writing down every single street that they could take. A lot of reports were coming over the air saying, this road's closed on the map, but it's actually open.
Allowing them to safely make it there and back.
Hearing that they were alive and well was so great. How many
Hey,
him in person
good
was
morning.
amazing. I was able to give him a big hug.
Stories that fuel operators.
Yeah, I got in arguments over the years with the 3%ers of Idaho,
Jesse Pierre, WCNC Charlotte.
the ones down in Utah and Arizona. Well, wait a minute. What the fuck happened here? I ain't taking no tests. I ain't cooperating with the federal government. All right. What was that call? K2 what? Good morning. Hope you're doing well. A lot of misery out there. K2 DMG. And, you know, it's like, I'm not a big fan of federal government or any government, but I will tell you something. How many videos he's got here? That's his equipment. He's ready to go. He's ready to go. You guys can send me one of them if you like. Fucking ignorant fucking people, man. I'll tell you. Call it a hobby. It's not a hobby. And it's on your test, which I know. Why take a test?
North Carolina emergency responders started heading that way. But
The
not
test could be the best thing you ever did for your life. You could learn about circuits. You could learn about basic electronics. You can learn about electricity.
Saturday morning about 7 o'clock, and I came upstairs and I turned the radio on. So I just threw my call sign out to the end and said, "Does anybody need anything?" And there was an immediate response. And there was a backlog of dozens and dozens of people trying to call out. And since then, Kendra has been planted in front of his console, getting information to folks stranded in the wreckage left by the lane. What we do is just talk amongst ourselves. High frequency means VHF and UHF frequency, and even beyond that, the road washed away at the 3-mile marker. 2 ash from the eastbound lane fell in the gorge. What that allows us to do is reach those really remote areas in North Carolina, having a repeater over 6,000 feet. That repeater now habitually projects Kendall's voice to every crevice of the disaster zone. Why use such a different form of communication with the brilliant new technology? The key difference is technology.
Learn how to build your own antennas. You can show up at a place like that, get the car battery out of that truck, and I can put with a little bit of wire, I can put a signal on the air. Do people Morse code? Yes, they do. Not so much in disaster stuff. What's the average frequency stuff? They have some ham stuff on Amazon. Probably the only thing you're going to be able to get is a Bofang 2 meter radio. You can buy a HF. You can buy HF gear, but you can't use it. Nobody's going to talk to you. It's illegal for me to talk to you if you don't have a call sign. Let me see that. You want to go right this guy? Look at that. You got waterfall now with modern radios. It's fucking incredible. It's incredible. All right. Let me go. You want me to write this guy? I don't know what quite you're asking. If you go to your amateur radio club in your neighborhood, you can go there when then you can go there and find out when they're having a meeting. Go to their meeting and say, I'd like to learn how to get my amateur radio license. Plain and simple. Now, Grove did that, and she showed up with a bunch of chauvinistic pigs. She did real well on the part of the test. But the communist pigs there weren't very nice. I'm writing them right now. Let's go. You know, they got this notification thing, and I'm not anti-notification from these people. But when I'm typing or something, you think this fucking computer shit would have enough brains that don't interrupt me. Upper sideband. Get this out of here. QSO. And my spell check isn't working. I noticed that my spell check isn't working. So let me go get this set up. I'll be right back. You can go buy a ham radio. They're illegal, not illegal. They're semi-illegal to possess without a license. Let's see if we have anything now. All right, that's all I can do is wait. Oh, somebody happened to be on the frequency. Maybe he'll jump in now. There's Echo Link, but I'm not downloading Echo. What's the average frequency stuff? No, each ham radio operator. So if you go to HRO and say, I want a Kenwood 590, they'll ask you for your ham license. Now, they'll tell you that they can't ship it to you. I'm buying it from my ham radio friend. What's your ham radio's friend call sign? What's his name and what's his address? And then HRO will look all that up. And when they see you right, they might let you buy the radio. You know what I mean? So I got an email. Free Palestinian TV, go Palestine. I've been watching it. Terrible. Saw the hurricane coming this way also. All is okay. I'm going to Paul's football game this morning. Neat. I don't know if she's still here, but neat. Good for you. Have a great day. So, do you understand? What you need to do is see if your daughter in her science book got radio spectrum. And you'll find that 145, 910 frequency on the radio spectrum. And then you go down to 14 point. Here he is. Roger, Dan. Good afternoon. N1RAJ. There's some people in here. You want to move?
Yeah, go down to 160.
Roger. N1RAJ. This way. Oh, you're 5'9" plus. I'm running DX10 with about 50 watts and a homemade Delta loop up about 15 feet. Boy, how are things going down there?
We're doing okay, but just for the west of us, as you can imagine, it's a complete war zone.
Well, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos that call it very suspicious, that FEMA isn't helping, and they're trying to shut out private people from helping.
I wouldn't believe everything you see on TikTok and YouTube. A lot of this stuff is just absolutely false. While there are certain cases that we know that are true of certain things like that, it's certainly not the norm. And if I can say that those are isolated incidents at this point that we've been able to find out about.
Well, I really appreciate you and your perspective also. And no, I don't believe, Billy Cooper was on shortwave for many years. And he always had a saying, watch everything, but believe nothing. And that's where I'm at in my thought process. But anyway, you got a great signal up here. What are you running?
This is an ICOM 7610. And feeding that with about 30 watts into a Mercury 3 amplifier. And we got just about 1,100 watts going out to you right now. And the antenna is a Buckmaster off-center dipole. And that's at about 80, 90 feet in the air, QSL.
Very good signal. Very, very good signal. Well, I won't hold it. I was watching your videos and I thought they were really impressive. And I'm glad you're there. I'm glad we're all here when times like this come up. You don't have any HF frequencies that might be operating 24/7, do you?
The only operational frequency is on 40 meters, and that's 7232. 7232, that's the official emergency net that's being used for this, and that is what they call the Tar Heel net. And that is in the EOC in the state over in Raleigh.
Thank you so very much. I won't hold you. I can't appreciate you. I tell you how much I appreciate you coming back to me. And 73, you take good care of yourself. In the afternoon, I don't know, 4 o'clock odd time, I usually get some rag chewing going on 165 just about every day. So if you're not busy, you're more than welcome to hop in there. 73 from now, Dan, and you take good care. And one RAJ.
And one REG, I think it was K2DMG. Thanks, I appreciate it. And make sure I got that call right. It's N1REJ.
Roger, Roger.
All right, thank you, sir. Have yourself a great day. 73 is K2DMG.
32. So let's go back here. Let's go here. I got a frequency for you. Hold on. Hold on. Oh boy. All right, hold on. Why is this giving me a problem here? Oh, I see. All right. So you can go to that WebSDR if you're interested. All right. I got them. Could you hear that? Are you still here? What's going on? Somebody talk to me. Could you hear that or not? So Dan says it's all bullshit. Isolated cases. I'm kind of like, yeah, right. but I wasn't going to argue with the guy. Oh, you did hear it. Thank you, Leslie. I don't know why we can't get input half the time, but it's all good. Everyone's probably far behind. All right, let's go find this one. This machine only worked a little better. All right, this one's in Raleigh. All right, I'm going to try to show this to you all and what you got to do. Come on. All right, when you get in here, I'm going to show you what to do. In the middle here, it says select a band. You're going to go scroll down to find something close to 40 meters. I don't know why they got 41 meters, but that's a frequency, all right? And so what you're going to do is you're going to leave two zeros at the end, and you're going to go 7, 2, 3, 2. You'll press enter. That's the frequency we're on. All right, over here, you're going to put lower sideband. Do you understand? I'm trying to figure out how to turn the volume up. All right, so you're going to go 7232.00. You're going to make sure it's on lower sideband. All right. This fucking thing says I got 100%. What happens if you do this? No, don't do that. All it has is mute. I don't quite understand why I can't raise the volume. All right, here it goes. Do you understand what I just said? It's simple. 7232.00. Write that down. Up in this left-hand corner. Then out of these AM, SAM, DRM, lower sideband is what you want. Lower sideband. And you should be able to listen to whatever the hell's going on there. I don't know why I can't raise the volume. Where'd I leave you guys? Here we go. You can hear them in the radio room. It's about a 1 second delay. If you know anybody with shortwave radio, You can get it that way also, as long as it's got lower and upper sideband. I really can't believe I can't raise the volume. All right, here's the link. That goes for any of you. If any of you want to listen, just remember to do that, all right? That's somebody tuning up, real ignorant on this whole deal, but whatever. Let's see what happens if I move this. I wouldn't touch nothing else, though. Nope, there's no way to turn the volume up. Yeah, there's nothing in here. It's kind of really weird. Can't turn the volume up. No, all you can do is mute it. All right, you got that? That goes for anyone. Just go and click on it. If you get lost, Laurel Springs, North Carolina, so they'll have little. This is what the map look like. Let me show you again. If you end up getting in here, don't get upset. Just go to Kiwi SDI map. Listen to anywhere in the world once you get to know this thing. All right. Unfortunately, they don't start out in America, so you got to bring the map here. And that's day and night right now for you flat earthers. It's dark in Alaska, dark in Hawaii. What do you think of that, Jack? All right. So I chose this one. If you look right here, there's West Virginia, and I chose that one right there. Just click on this one, and it says Laurel Springs. Click on it, and then click on this right here, and it'll bring you to it. And then you got to remember the 7232 and lower sideband. Go listen, see if they're Knoxville. All right. What time is it? We got 5 minutes left. I want to show you this. I have to close this out. So you're all good with that, right? Because the machine can't have nothing running. I couldn't believe how quick that guy came on.
Still haven't cleared it, so I'm gonna have to walk 1.5 miles in.
So you got to ride in. part of the way.
Y'all saw my last video, how bad it is. These four-wheelers made it this far, especially coming over that. But as you can see up there, there's the
There's some real good footage in here.
so
This is what they call Chimney Rock. And like that guy who's saying everything's all right, that's Chimney Rock. That's why I like, it's pretty here, but I like Utah better. You don't have all this green growth shit. It's just bare, red rock. Pretty. Look at this, a whole carnival washed away. Oh, yeah. So he gets in there and there's two popo sitting there and just fucking hassle him. You can't be here. Like, there's no balance anymore, you know what I mean? Like, cops can't be balanced people on their job, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I want to get going. I'll share the link with this to you. Oh, this is in the town of Chimney Rock. So that's the only dead thing he found on his walk was a dead horse. There's a popo sitting there burning up precious gasoline, wasting taxpayers' time. But make sure he throws this fucking guy the fuck out. Private people. Again, no government. Private people. And if you watch his walk in here, you realize you ain't getting in here with a tank.
clearing the streets with these guys. We don't smell anything, do we?
No. And the smell that was here was more than likely some of the propane things they took out of the river.
This kid is very wealthy. He's a paraglider, parasailer.
There's no looting.
No looting.
You can't even get in here.
No, if you look around, there's definitely not.
So why is there a cop sitting there with his engine running?
There's more police and military in here than there is workers and people live here, to be honest with you. It's really just a lot of chaos.
7:30ish Friday morning, my husband.
This was pretty good. She tells the story about their escape, and that's her house. And all her front lawn to the river's gone. So now they're worried about, well, what land do we own?
All these rocks, these weren't here.
See, watch.
I don't know. I really
Oh, he ain't show outside.
structurally if they'll let us rebuild or
This was all grass.
Yeah, that was all grass. They had a lawn there. It's a 15-foot drop off now. And she's worried whether she can fill this in, move the house, reset the house. It's really sad. This is him walking back out. This is a great channel if you want to keep up with this.
That's for people who need it on the street. So you'll see airdrops and stuff like that. And you're just out here to gawk and look at things like
Yeah, people are leaving cases of bottled water, but fuck bottled water. I'll find my own water there, I guarantee you, and wouldn't have no trouble with disease or nothing. Just go up that mountain, find a piece of ledge that's dripping, and just stop busting it open a little bit. You'll get all the spring water you want. My own opinion, I could find water in the desert. And that's it for the day. Thank you for coming. We didn't want a whole bunch of, some might call it negative. I don't call it negative at all. I call it our government flushing these people out of there to go get lithium mine. The lithium mine was all set to go in Asheville. Again, if this isn't Plan Me, well, you know what? I didn't say nothing about it. You did. You did. And you were absolutely right. I kept that to myself. I said, that fucking track is going the same as Michael and the same as this one. Because Wallace says that fucking, that Helene went the same way. That's a good channel I just put in there. I subscribe to this kid. He's really good. And then I'm watching, yeah, that moved east. So, well, that's what Wallace said. It took the same track. This one took the same track. But if you go to that Hustle Bitch, I think it was in that one. You got to forgive me. I've been watching so much shit on this. But in that short video that he did in there, I think it was, he showed you the registered trademarks for steering hurricane and steering tornado. Don't call it fucking bullshit like that guy's attitude. When I asked him how's things going on, I heard they're trying to stop people. No, that ain't true. You shouldn't watch this. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do this. I know that's his personality, so why argue with him? You know what I mean? I was thinking that would go... Yeah. So, I mean, there's patents out there. You don't put a patent out unless you can prove the patent works. Period. End of conversation. And I believe Katrina was the first one they really played games with. They didn't give a fuck at that point. And this administration is all about money laundering. That's all it is. It's all this administration is about, money laundering. We'll send another $8 billion to Ukraine, and we'll be able to split up $2 or $3 billion between the 10 of us. You know? Is the IRS auditing Joe Biden's bank's account, hidden bank's account? No. I'm just saying. Fucking Ukraine, you're giving money to Ukraine, the whole country's screaming about not doing it. I don't know why you're doing it. Why are you giving money to Israel? I don't give a fuck about Israel. So, I didn't like the reception. I didn't like the reception from Daniel, and that's why I cleared with him as soon as he started poo-pooing. Well, you watch that shit on TikTok. Yeah, you shouldn't watch that. You shouldn't watch that. Did you ever think that if 40% of this shit is true, we got fucking terrorism government? Did you ever think if 40% of it, 40%, that's it, of all the shit we're seeing, yeah, they're getting angry. They ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't gonna do nothing. We got a good friend in here, and I was his age once, and I was ready. If we're gonna do something, let's do something. Why are we gonna let our offspring go through this bullshit? Good morning. How are you? Where you from? I'll give you a moderator. If you tell us where you're from, you got sunshine wherever you are in Maine. It's raining, cold. But you know what I mean? Like you're saying, people are getting angry. Where's the mayor of these towns going and talk sternly to the police that are telling people can't come in here, people can't fly in here, people can't do. Yeah, well, I seen Carol did a video about 4 or 5 months ago that said that Americans are being thrown out of Mexico. I don't know how true it is, but before you go plan there to live, I think you're better off in the real deep desert. Myself, I'm doing well. From California, it's hot as hell. So you're down in Southern California. An area of bad condition like the Southeast? Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. If you're down near Death Valley, you had a big washout down there, but it was nothing as catastrophic as this. You weren't here earlier. We covered a lot of North Carolina and the shenanigans going on there. So, you're in Southern California? How do I know that? Because I watched Wanda Hussey. She's from she's in Death Valley. I forgot the name of the place in Death Valley. But she was saying it was 108. Oh, I ain't going to Germany. I ain't going to Germany. It is crazy. It's crazy beyond belief. I might leave this one up if you want to go in here and look it over. But my language is pretty foul. If you can't take language, don't come. I'll tell you right now. You know, I'm just fucking pissed, man. Biden ain't doing nothing. He didn't release people. The Tennessee National Guard on Saturday. The storm came in on Friday. The Tennessee National Guard left for fucking Kuwait. What the fuck are you sending your National Guard to Kuwait for when you got a major storm? Why ain't you helping people? Why are you telling people with helicopters, hundreds of them, with privately owned helicopters, that you can't go and search and rescue people? Why would you do that? Lithium? Yeah, well, I don't appreciate that too much. You're going to stay gray, but I hope you're doing good. Yeah, I watched Wanda Hussey. She said it was like 108 in Death Valley. So, it's done on purpose. The storm was made, I believe, Operation Popeye, before you go chop my head off. Vietnam, Operation Popeye. And what else? Lithium. That area of the country's got the richest lithium deposits in this country. That area right there. But they haven't opened up Bonneville yet either. Bonneville Salt Flats. They will rape that before I'm dead. I seen a vision. I was driving with my friend, and it was a female, and we were going by Bonneville to take the exit, and the exit was closed. and they had a 12, 15-foot chain link fence running around all of Bonneville. What with Constantine wire on it, just like I changed. I don't know what you mean. So it's a fucking mess, and I think heads should be rolling right now myself, but I don't think we're going to see that either. The Popo are taking their orders from federal government. The Popo are your people. They're not federally controlled, and they are making them federally controlled. There's a lot more country too, all. There's a lot more of this country than thinking about bailing into Mexico. Oh, my buddy lived there like 30 years ago, but I think he's was there in the good times, and I don't think it's very good. How about that other place where Jewel, her husband lives? I forgot the name of the place. Leaving too much asset for the future. Well, I mean, you got a kid, Cabbage rolls. Damn, that sounds good. That sounds really good. Well, I believe it. Like that guy Daniel. Yeah, he was just a fluoride smile watching Fox and CNN and shit. Could guarantee you. So I'm going. Thank you all for coming. Hope you have a good day. We'll be in here tomorrow. I'm sure more will develop. Make sure you look for the Northern Lights. Possibility, but we'll see. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for coming. We hope you all have a great day, and we'll catch you in the morning. Take care. Right back at you. Come on, man. Let me out of here.